Hey everybody, I am Actors, and I'm back at it with another sneaker review. As you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to be reviewing...
Just tried Starbucks and it's garbage.
When did you go to Starbucks?
This morning, and now I know why Italians hate Starbucks.
And why is that?
It's basically just white people serving burnt coffee beans to other white people.
First off, that's racist. Second of all, you're white too.
No, we Italians ain't white. We are male with olive oil.
What? That doesn't make sense.
I'm too Gucci. I don't have to make sense to be right.
I think you do.
I don't have time to argue. I'm gonna go get me some real coffee.
You do you, but let's get back into the sneaker review. If you were expecting any special box for the sneaker, I'm sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. It's just a regular standard Jordan box. Not even like the Jordan 1 box, it's just a Jordan box. Lifting up the lid, removing that wrapping paper, and woo! Interesting. Yeah, so my first impression of the sneaker, it's definitely really interesting, and I don't really know how I feel about them. Which is why in this video, we're gonna figure out if the Jordan 1 low Breds are worth it. Let's roll that B-roll. And before we begin, if you guys are enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, share, and subscribe on this video. I have a goal of getting 4,000 watch hours by the end of this year, and currently we're at 2,000. So we're halfway there, guys. And I only have like 2 more months to do it, and it's going to be close. We'll see what we can do though. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the sneakers. First, I always like to give some background. These sneakers, there isn't really much background to it. This is, of course, a mock of the iconic Bred colorway. They basically just took the high top version of it, chopped it down, and made it to a low top, and switched up the color blocking just a little bit. The sneaker released in September of this year for the retail price of $90. Let's go over the styling of the sneaker. Starting with the sole of the sneaker, we have an all red outsole. Nothing special here, we're used to seeing this on every single Jordan 1. Just the classic Jordan 1 technology that still actually works pretty well today. Coming up to the midsole, also nothing really special going on here, it's just a normal white Jordan 1 midsole. Moving up to the uppers though, now this is where stuff gets interesting. The sneaker features all the same colors from the original Bred, but they just decided to reverse some colors a little bit. So things that stayed the same were the red swoosh logo, the middle panel right here, and then back to the heel of the sneaker, the heel panel was also still red. Since this is not a high top version, the wings logo had to be brought back down to the heel. The heel of the sneaker also features the wings logo just because it's not the high top version, and so they kind of just lopped that off, and the wings logo was on the top of that portion, so they just put it right there. And instead of just like normally painted it or printed it on, they actually stitched on, which I kind of like that a lot. It really shows quality. The only thing that isn't the same on the heel though is the leather patch right here. On the normal Breds it's red, but on this one it's black. We can see more changes coming up to the middle of the sneaker. So for this sneaker, they kind of reversed the whole toe. So on the normal Breds, it has a red toe box with kind of like this black outline on the toe. And then on this sneaker, we have a black toe box with a red outline. Another thing that's been switched around is the eyelids. As you can see on the normal Breds, all the leather eyelids are done in black, but on this one, they're all done in red. The tongue of the sneaker is all done in this black mesh, and on this one, we don't have Nike branding, unfortunately, we have the Jumpman. And as you can see on the top of the tongue, we have a red Jumpman. For the interior of the sneaker, I had to turn up the brightness so you guys can see. It's pretty much covered in this all black fabric. And then we have a black insole with the red Jumpman on it. And yeah, there all is to it, to the styling. So the overall score for styling, I'm gonna have to give this, now it's pretty high, a 9 out of 10. Do I think it has better styling than the original Bred? Absolutely not. You can't really touch this sneaker at all. It's the original Bred. However, I still think that the color changes they have done in the sneaker are still really clean and in good taste. And I have to admit, this is probably my favorite Jordan 1 low they released. Now I know there's sneakers like, of course, the Travis Scott lows and the Dior lows, but this one is just really clean. And it's just really simple too. I can't really find anything wrong with it. Why I didn't give it the extra point for the 10 out of 10 is because it's not a high top. And I prefer high tops. And that's really it. But I think low tops are also really cool as well. Now let's go over the quality of the sneaker. Now for the sole of the sneaker, it's pretty great. The Jordan 1 sole is notorious for being really durable and lasting a really good amount of time. And on the top portion, it's all leather wrapped, and I gotta admit, for Jordan 1, this is really good leather. Normally they cheap out on the leather in the Jordan 1, but I feel like they gave it a little bit extra on this sneaker. The stitching is also really good on this sneaker. Overall, it really feels like a really good, well-made shoe, which is why I'm gonna have to give this a good 8 out of 10 in quality. Once again, this is because we've seen greater materials used on Jordan 1s, but this is still really great. Now let's go over wearability of this sneaker. And this is going to score pretty high because this is a Jordan 1. And Jordan 1s are notorious for being that good beat 'em up shoe. It's a shoe that you can wear a lot, beat 'em up, and it still looks really well. Some say even it looks better beat up. And the simple but great colors used on this sneaker make it really easy to match with a lot of outfits. The only drawback of the wearability of sneaker is of course the comfort. Jordan 1s are notorious for not being the most comfortable pair of Jordans out there. And low top sneakers I find to be less comfortable than high top sneakers. But that's just a personal preference right there. For sizing a sneaker, go true to size like all the other Jordans out there. But if you feel like your feet are different, don't be afraid to go try on a pair just to see how it fits, because not everybody's feet is made the same. So overall, I'm gonna have to give wearability an 8 out of 10. The outfit ideas are there, and the Jordan 1 nature does not make me afraid to go beat up these shoes, but the comfort is just not there. Now let's go over value of this sneaker. Now this is where this sneaker is going to score really high points because this sneaker retailed for only $90. And I personally think the Jordan 1 lows are probably one of the best sneakers you can get under $100. And I really think for $90 you're getting a lot more than you're paid for because the quality is amazing and the styling is just on point. And if you're thinking about buying these sneakers, please do so now because these sneakers are flying off shelves, they're selling out, and that resale is just going up and up more by the day. Currently, these things are reselling for just under retail or just over retail, and I'm pretty sure these things are definitely going up over time. So for being a sneaker, you're getting more for what you paid for. A sneaker that's probably going to be a good investment over time. I'm going to have to give this sneaker a good 10 out of 10 on value. I really just don't see a reason why you would not spend the money now on these sneakers. And so my final verdict on these sneakers, I'm going to have to give them an 8.5 out of 10. The styling is amazing, the quality is great, the wearability is great too, and the value is just perfect. And for the final question, are they worth it? I would have to say yes, these sneakers are definitely worth it. The only reason why they would not be worth it is you're just so hardcore and you just hate Jordan 1 lows. But even if you do hate Jordan 1 lows, you can't deny that this sneaker is just a really good looking sneaker. And that really there all is to it to the sneaker. So the Jordan 1 low reverse Bred. What'd you guys think about it? Like, comment, share this video if you guys enjoyed it. And last, but certainly not least, subscribe. Now I'm using these sneakers as an investment sneaker, which I think is a really good move right now. So unfortunately there will not be any on feet footage because I'm trying to keep these dead stock for resale. But probably after this video I'm going to go out and buy a pair just for me because I honestly really like these sneakers. Anyways, subscribe and I'll see you all in the next one.